Hey folks, it's Maxie here and welcome to another TEW2020 video with Impact Wrestling. You join us for our third taping at the Metroplex Live, and we are jumping straight in to some live action. In a poor matchup, we saw the dangerous team of Eric Young and Joe Doring defeat the Deaners in 11:06 when Eric Young pinned Cody Deaner with the wheelbarrow neckbreaker. Eric Young carried the match, another match to try and boost the overness of Joe Doring, and just continues this vicious streak that, of course, the former Impact World Champion Eric Young is on at the moment. We then have a heated argument backstage as they bump in to Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Of course, this kind of feud that's going between them, and it's just an all-out brawl that sees a host of agents, referees, security just try to get them apart, and it's looking more and more likely that these two teams will go at it at final resolution at the end of the month. But a 39 promo for that, so it's slowly but surely helping the build of Joe Doring, the alliance with Eric Young, and just getting him more over with an American audience, of course fairly over in Japan. Next up, we had a decent matchup that saw the team of Heath and Rhino defeat Reno Scum in 8:09 when Rhino pinned Adam Fornstow with a gore. This was a 43. So him and Luster the Legend were unlucky here, but again just building up this alliance between Heath and Rhino and the War Machine. Gore as he takes out Adam Fornstow. They head backstage and they bump in at Ace Austin, and he just kind of mocks Heath a wee bit. Obviously Ace has got Madman Fulton behind him, and Ace is just like, what kind of loser are you, man? You're lucky you've even got a job in this place if it wasn't for Rhino. Just a waste of wage, a waste of just talent, taking up a spot that should belong to somebody else. It's embarrassing. So that's a 44 promo from Ace Austin. Then had a kind of precursor for our Knockouts tag match at Final Resolution even. I'll get it right at one point. It was about that had a decent reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling, and we had Ashley Vox defeat Taya Valkyrie in 8:17 with the surprise roll-up. A 33 here, Taya with the better in-ring performance, being moreover, I think we to book her strong here if I'm right. Yep, and a storytelling match as well takes a few points, but it gives the C-Stars that wee bit of confidence that they can pick up the win and become Knockouts Tag Team Champions. We see Tennille Dashwood, of course, the tag partner of Taya Valkyrie, come out, and she just says, you get lucky, but next week on Impact, Del Me Exo is not going to be as lucky, and I'm going to show that the spotlight should always be on me when I pick up the victory. And that's a 24 rated segment there. We then had the Knockouts Champion in action, and it was about to have a decent reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling as Deonna Purrazzo defeats Navia, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, in 7:53 by pinfall. A 42 rated matchup here, just again gaining some momentum for Deonna before she gets ready for her next contender. Then had a little montage, in the gym. Eddie Edwards has been out for a long time. I don't know if he has in real life, but I haven't used them yet. And it's just hinting at the fact that Eddie Edwards is due to come back to Impact Wrestling, and he is ready, more ready than ever. And that was a 45 rated Rocky inspired montage. We then had a matchup, a decent one, that saw Sami Callihan defeat Tommy Dreamer in 11:27 with a headlock driver. A 47. Just continuing on the dominance of Sami Callihan, of course the world's most dangerous tag team, him and Ken Shamrock, and Callihan gets another victim, whilst his tag partner took on Petey Williams and he defeats him in 8:47 with a belly to belly suplex. A 46 here, keeping Shamrock strong for a little bit longer before the physical decline and then just the jobbing out happens. But as I say, I've never booked them in probably any EWR either. I've never really done many saves back in the 90s, so with the kind of mods for the Attitude Era, so yeah, I'll give it a wee push and then we'll see what happens. But Petey Williams, God, I need to get back to that TEW2010 save and just push him to the moon, because him in his prime, wow. And after the match-up, they cut a promo just mocking Impact. They said it's a disgrace that they're not in this tag match for the tag team championships. They should be winning that, and they'll just continue to take tag teams out at their will. Why? Because they're the world's most dangerous tag team. This, however, leads to Don Callis coming out, our user character, of course, the CEO of Impact Wrestling, and he says, well, he doesn't want to be a on-screen figure for a long time. He doesn't want to put someone else in that position eventually. He's not really happy with what's happening with the likes of Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan, so he says he's like inflicting pain on many superstars or many wrestlers within the Impact Wrestling organisation. It's time we find someone that can inflict some pain on the both of you. So hopefully we can find a tag team in the next couple of weeks leading up to Final Resolution that can take on Shamrock and Sami Callihan. Predictions in the comments section. I have an idea who I want it to be. Whether they sign remains to be seen. Then I had a promo from the Good Brothers, which was a 47, just saying, they're really looking forward to this next matchup between one member of both their opponents at Final Resolution. So they've basically joined the commentary booth of Don Callis, our user character, and Matt Striker, and it is going to be Alex Shelley versus All Ego Ethan Page. So it should be a really, really good main event. This is they respect their opponents at Final Resolution, and they're just really happy they're able to bring some prestige to the tag belts and really giving it a good run on Impact, a good main event level run. For a wee hype package for the Motor City Machine Guns, documenting their history within Impact Wrestling. Of course, a few matches against the likes of the Young Bucks, just to name one of many, many matches. Good Brothers then finally came down to do their colour commentary, which was a 45, so I've gave them a lot of mic time. And the main event was decent, and it was Ethan Page defeating Alex Shelley in 13:09 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. So a 51. Very respectable. It's probably a main event worthy matchup at this moment in time with their overness in the company. So delighted with that. As I say, that will certainly help us, and it gives that kind of confidence that North are credible contenders to win the championships back at Final Resolution. The show itself, another 41. I actually feel it would have been a lot higher, but again, we need to manage the financial situation before we look to increase these. At the moment, I think we're like 60k down, so it will be a decision that I'll make in the first week of January, once I see how we do after a pay-per-view and how the pay-per-view numbers are. But anyway, around the rest of the US and Canada, I believe we have gained our popularity, so that's not too shabby. Happy with that. That's another episode of Impact. The episodes will be quick and sharp. Don't want to keep these around for too long. So now next week it is going to be our go home show. So thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye bye.